Welcome to the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota. Kevin O'Rourke alongside the head coach of the Bucks as CSU gets set to hit the road for the first time this season in Big South Conference play. This Saturday, a big challenge at number 3 Coastal Carolina. Bucks do so at 5-2 overall, 0-1 in conference play, a 7-3 loss against Presbyterian at home this past Saturday. And Jamey, we talked about how improved PC was last week, and a defensive struggle, and unfortunately didn't break your way.
Yeah, it was a good game. You know, I think both defenses played extremely well, and you give them credit. They got the stops when they needed to. We thought it'd be a tight game because they have improved in some areas, and thought we gave ourselves some chances to win the game and just couldn't do it. And so it's frustrating because you feel like maybe as bad as you played in certain areas, you still have a chance to come out with a win, and that's sort of what we've done the last year and a half. But for whatever reason, right now we are just struggling to get the points or get the yards or get the first down when we need to right now. And so hopefully we'll be able to regroup, and this can maybe be a little wake-up call for us, because I think sometimes you start winning a lot, you forget the appreciation of winning, and you put a little bit more pressure on yourself. I think we're doing that a little bit. So hopefully we'll get back to just playing our way and not really focusing on the scoreboard. And obviously our challenge with Coastal is big.
You mentioned the last year and a half, and finding those ways to win. Now losing 2 close ones, how do you think the guys have come back this week in practice?
Well, we've had some. I think there's been. I think some of our looseness is back. I think we've been, the past couple weeks maybe a little tighter than normal for whatever reason, and so I think our guys have seen that it's not maybe the opposing team. You can obviously give them credit, but you're here or there, you make a play here or there, and you're feeling pretty good about yourself right now. So I think they see that, and they see that it's all correctable. It's not like that we're just getting beat by that team. Hey, that team's just better than us. That's not happened this last week. So I think our guys can see, hey, there's things we can correct, and that's been the mentality.
So Charleston Southern will try to regroup this Saturday at an undefeated Coastal Carolina team. Presbyterian, the opponent this past Saturday, as we move into some highlights from that game. Homecoming at Buccaneer Field, and you guys have gotten off to a lot of quick starts here early in the year, but Presbyterian strikes first here. DeMarcus Rouse, a 48-yard touchdown.
Yeah, they made some good plays on us early. We got out of position. They were able to go score, and that's not obviously the start that you wanted to get. They're up and we run a little blitz, and we just don't fit it right. And that run back they got's a pretty good player, and you can see them there, outrunning our secondary, and they're off to a good start. And not the way you definitely want to get with homecoming crowd, but hey, it's early in the game. They get a kickoff that goes out of bounds. We get good field position, so we have a chance to go to work. We start off with a nice run with Christian. Good to have him back first. Missing last week, and then we get a penalty, put ourselves in second 11, then miss a chance of making a completion on second down, and then on third down they make a nice play and force us into a punt.
Saw Christian with the carry. You mentioned coming back after missing the Vanderbilt game. Heavy dose of him in the first half. Was that what you guys wanted to do coming in?
Yeah, we wanted to try to establish, our run game and do some things with him, get him back going. I thought we did. We were able to move it, just could not, finish some things when we needed to. PC's credit, they came and got us pretty good. They controlled the ball here in the first half and had some good plays on us where they got out and had some big plays and really had the field position and their way the whole first half.
PC had almost 200 yards of offense here in the first quarter. There's a catch to give the Blue Hose first and goal, but your defense able to hold, and they end up missing a field goal here.
Yeah, this was a big stop for us. They're there first and goal, and you want to try to hold them to field goals. Obviously, that's a win if you can do that, and our guys do that. We get them in a third and long, I think, from about the 8 or 9, and get them off the field, and then guy pulls it right there, which is good, which is big for us, and keeps us in the ball game.
Late first quarter here. Here's Mike Holloway trying to get to the edge. And like you said, offensively, you put some drives together, but just couldn't make those plays when they were there and when you needed them.
Yeah, we had. I thought we were consistent for the most part, but when we needed, to make a play here or there, just couldn't do it on whatever it may be. We didn't, beat ourselves, I think, on some penalties, which was an improvement. That's been something that's been hurting us. But we put ourselves in a position to have a chance to make some things, and just didn't get it done.
Watching Bucks drive here late in the first quarter. Presbyterian with that opening touchdown. The defensive end for PC had a good day, knocks the football loose here and forces you in third and long.
Yeah, I thought their DNs played really hard and made a lot of plays for them. And we just couldn't capitalize on some of the opportunities that we had.
Blue Hose get the football back here. Hayes McMath on the last play of the first quarter finds Toby Antigua, a couple of good receivers for Presbyterian, and kept them in check for most of the days, but he hits you for a big one there.
Yeah, they did a good job in the first half of getting those guys some one-on-ones and made some plays, and had the field position, had the chances to really put us away. They got the ball here inside the 20, but we make a great play. Jonathan Slayton, one of our freshmen, is playing, makes a great play, and we get a fumble recovery. So we survive. They really had a number early. We weren't playing well on any side of the ball. And fortunately for us, we were able to get a turnover and stop the bleeding.
Slayton with the forced fumble. Davion Anderson, another freshman, had another strong game. You've had some freshmen step up defensively.
Yeah, and we needed them too, because we knew we were going to play some young guys over there in the secondary, and they've done a good job of developing each week. And we get our chance in a makeable third down and have a chance of making a play here, and just don't make it for the first down and end up having to punt. Get a great punt there, by the way, too, that backed up the field position.
Truett had a couple good ones, probably one of his better days of the year.
He did. He helped us tremendously when we needed it to.
PC with the football here, and another turnover, 2 here in the first half. Malcolm Jackson, his second career interception. Big play there for you guys.
Yeah, big. Get us the ball back, and we get decent field position. Could have had more. Got a penalty there, but we're able to put a solid drive here together and work ourselves down the field and get us a chance to put some points on the board. I thought we had a nice little mix of what we were doing, got on the perimeter a little bit, and put ourselves in a situation to try to get a touchdown on the board.
Austin Brown takes that one down near the PC 30, getting another 3rd and long here, and he's pressured into a sack.
Yeah, we had a chance here. We ran some slant and goes and actually had some open guys, but couldn't hold off the pressure, and it cost us there. You got a chance of getting a big play.
Bucks are able to get on the board here late in the first half. Big play over the middle to Nathan Pereira, 23 yards, follows up on the pass play to Ray Rowe, and you're able to get in field goal range, but obviously can't cash it into the end zone, and that's been a problem for you guys here lately.
It has. We've struggled down there with some execution problems, just not trying to be able to, just not doing the things. When you get down there close and that field's closer, you've got to do some things to, getting in the end zone, and we're not executing down there in the little details that matter, and that's why we lost 2 in a row.
David Kennedy hits the short field goal, gets the Bucks on the board before halftime. 7-3 was the PC lead. We'll come back and take a look at the second half. You're watching the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota. Welcome back to the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota. Moving to some second half highlights from this past Saturday's game against Presbyterian. 7-3, PC up at the half, and I would think at halftime, obviously not the way you want to play, but you're right there in the football game. That had to be encouraging.
It was. You didn't play well really on any side of the ball, and you're down 4, so you feel decent about where you're at, and if you can come out and do some things and get yourself a chance to get the ball, and we backed them up, so they're backed up, punted. We're on our side of the field and have a chance to do some good things, and we drive down and have a chance to take the lead, and just doesn't do it. Can't do it.
Bucks had the ball for over 7.5 minutes to start that third quarter, couldn't convert a 4th and short. Your defense did play much better in the second half, held them under 100 yards. What do you think was the difference for them?
Well, I think we just, we made some adjustments to some things they were doing to us, and that helped us, because they were trying to take advantage of certain things we were doing, and we made some adjustments, and that's why we were able to shut them down in the second half.
The reverse there for PC, one of their few big plays of the second half. Trey DeLoach gets a sack, and you guys really controlled the field position for most of the second half.
We did. We definitely had our chances to take advantage of the field position that we had. We definitely had chances to do that, and got down there a few times, just didn't execute the plays we needed to.
Colton Korm at the catch there, moves it inside the 40. First of 2 turnovers here to start the fourth quarter. Deflected pass to Ron Dickey, the linebacker for PC, with the interception. Yeah,
I had a chance here, had a one-on-one. We just don't execute the route and the throw that we need to there for the one-on-one, and they're able to get the pick on us.
Still early fourth quarter, 7-3, the score in favor of PC. Blue Hose able to make that early touchdown, stand up. Tight end Chris Hurley gets open there, and again, your defense bends but doesn't break here to keep you in the football game.
Yeah, they'd get a drive, and we hold them here off, I think, on a second and short and some third downs. We get a chance to hold them here inside the red zone, hold them to a field goal, and that's what you got to do when you're down here. Try to hold them to a field goal, and our guys did a good job of that.
Tackle here by Davion Anderson, safety, who's made some big plays early in the year for the Bucks, forces another field goal attempt and another miss for PC. What was kind of, I guess, the demeanor for you guys on the sideline, knowing that you still had a chance to win the game here in the fourth?
Well, we felt good about what we were doing. You know, we knew that we had moved the ball, just not executing, and our defense was playing well and keeping us in the game. So we felt confident, hey, if we can just get a touchdown on the board, we feel like we're going to win the game. And that was our whole mentality. And so there was a confidence. When we were confident, we always are. I think what happens when you start worrying about things, you get a little, you press a little bit, and I think our guys maybe did that a little bit, especially down here close.
Charleston Southern put its best drive of the day together here. They get inside the one, a couple of big running plays. Kenny Dinkins, a big pass play, and this may be the biggest play of the game, a loss of 4 on second and goal.
Yeah, it was a big play here. Obviously, we were not able to take advantage of what we wanted to do, and had a chance to get in there and just don't do it and have to settle for a field goal, and we miss it. And so that you got a chance to be 7-6 there, and you're 7-3, and just a big missed opportunity. Credit to them; they made a good play when they needed to.
Struggles in the kicking game for both sides in this one. Defense forces a 3-and-out, 1 of 2 in the fourth quarter, but unfortunately, just again couldn't string those drives together when you needed them.
Yeah, this was a big stop, so we get a stop here, and they get a punt, and we get the ball at good field position, and so we feel like we're where we need to be. We're second inside the 40, have a chance to make some plays. We just we run a little out route here, miss the connection there where we have a chance to be inside the 30, and then we throw a pick here on 4th down. They make a nice play, which is good for them. They made a big play.
Sean Keel Byers with the interception on the sideline. Blue Hose with the football. One of their last 2 times of the game, Jeremiah Mackey gets free, and they were able to take some clock away from you guys on this series.
They did. They made some plays and took advantage of the people they have and everything. And it was good to really ate the clock. And when they needed to get a drive, they got a drive together and move the field. Bucks
end up forcing a turnover on downs here, give them one last chance with the football, but Austin Brown going to be sacked coming up here on 4th down, and obviously a tough loss for you guys. It's 2 weeks in a row you had chances to win. What was the message afterward?
Well, that one, that we can't lose belief and faith in what we're doing. We've got to believe in what we're doing. I think anytime that you have high expectations and things don't go as well as you want them to, that you start questioning yourselves. And so I said we can't question ourselves. We got to continue to stay the course and do the things that we're capable of doing. That we're still a good team. We're just not executing the things we need to do. And so don't panic. There's no need to panic. We know what we have to do to try to right the ship, and we'll do that.
So Charleston Southern falls to 5-2. Bucks head up to Conway this Saturday at Coastal Carolina. Chanticleer's 7-0, number 3 in the country, and we'll talk about that matchup after this. You're watching the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota. Welcome back to the Jamey Chadwell Show. Charleston Southern will hit the road 4 out of 5 on the road to end this season for the Bucks. It starts Saturday at Coastal Carolina, a 3:30 kickoff in a game you can watch on the American Sports Network, MyTV Charleston here in town if you can't make the trip up for the game. We'll get into that matchup in a minute, but first, step aside from football as we did last week. We'll stick with the theme of first impressions, but we'll try to make it a little less awkward. You can extend out your answers. That was my fault. Awkward, I'm surprised, a word you didn't use for me. But anyway, James Bradley, first impression.
Great family. He's got a great family, and I want to be able to spend Thanksgiving with him one day. I think it'd be impressive to see.
Your quarterback's coach, Mark Tucker, a guy who coached you.
The shorts that he wears are pretty nice.
And we'll revisit the cafeteria.
I said classy last week. I guess I'll say, fried chicken Wednesday is always popular.
The grilled chicken's been pretty good this year,
Grilled chicken's been good as well. And, I think you can't ever go wrong with their ice cream machine.
Good things all around. CSU at Coastal Carolina again this Saturday. One of the biggest wins, arguably the biggest in CSU history last year over Coastal here at home. And you get another Coastal team that's rolling undefeated coming into this matchup as they were last year. Where are they this year as opposed to last?
Well, obviously they're. I think they're even better. They lost some really good skill guys. Obviously getting drafted in the NFL, but Defensively, they're a year older and a lot more explosive as far as the athletes they have. And then offensively, their quarterback is special. And then the running backs, and then it's still with the skill guys. So they're better. We think they're better than what they were last year as far as overall. They might not have as good of players in certain areas, but they work well as a team. And the confidence they play with is scary, to be honest, because they know they're going to come out and win games, and you can just see it no matter what. So huge challenge for us, especially the way we're struggling right now with some of the way we're playing. So we're going to have to go up there and probably have to try to play almost a perfect game to come out with a win. That's how good they are. So that's a big challenge, and hopefully that we'll just go up there and play well, and hopefully our well will be good enough. That's been our focus more, is can we just go play well, probably for the first time in a while.
We know Coastal can put some points on the scoreboard. The quarterback, Alex Ross, a running back in Henderson, really good player. What's the key for your offense getting back in sync?
Well, hopefully that we can try to, take advantage of some of the situations that we're given, how people try to play us, whether it's a one-on-one matchup, they're giving us certain things here or there. If we can try to exploit those, and then when we have a chance to make the plays, some big plays, we got to make them. We can't have some what-ifs. If we'll just make the plays that are there, then you like your chances of moving the ball and scoring touchdowns. That's been our key, and I think that's why we're struggling a bit, is we're just not making the plays, or we've not had somebody step up and make the plays, and we're searching for somebody who's going to make it. Who's going to be that guy to get us out of the funk, so to speak. So that's more so what we've been really trying to focus on this week.
So Saturday, 3:30 kickoff in Conway, Charleston Southern at Coastal Carolina. Again, you can watch it here locally on MyTV Charleston. For Jamey Chadwell, my name is Kevin O'Rourke. Thanks for watching the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota.